So this morning we're going to talk about just everything that's going on with me lately. This is truly grown woman stuff. This is just, over 50 stuff that's going on. I know I haven't been online in a while, but this is primarily why. I've had some health challenges and I'm working through them. So the first thing that happened is I experienced some spotting. Some spotting. And for anyone that doesn't know what spotting is, it means you're bleeding. It just like a spot here, a spot there, not like a period, but you get a little, a spot. And I haven't had a normal period in 5 years. So I am, once you haven't had a period, unless there's something very wrong with, irregular with your period or something. But if you're a woman of a certain age, I guess, I don't know, late 40s, I guess would be the earliest, and into your 50s, and you've gone an entire year without having your period, you're considered in menopause. Yeah. So it's been 5 years since I had a period. Like no period, no nothing. Okay. And again, I started having this spotting. And so, first I thought maybe I just needed to detox or something. I didn't know, what would be causing that. And I didn't know, maybe is that regular? Is that normal for, So, not to say I dismissed it, I kept my eye on it, but I wasn't alarmed. And then I went on YouTube and started checking out what could this be. And then I started getting alarmed. And everybody pointed to go into your, GYN. So first thing I did was go to my primary care. And she says you need to go to a GYN. And at the time I didn't have a GYN that I was looking to go back to, because I had a couple bad experiences with the last couple of GYNs that I went to, so I wasn't looking to go back there. So someone that I know recommended their GYN, and they sound in line with what I was looking for. So I went to them. And the first thing they did was ultrasound. They did an ultrasound and, mentioned something I already knew. And I told them when I walked in the door that I have fibroids. So they confirmed that I still have fibroids and they're alive and well. There's a myth that when you hit menopause, your fibroids will shrink. That's a lie. Or maybe for some people they do, but one thing that keeps them alive, first of all, poor diet. They feed off of a poor diet. The second thing that keeps them alive is estrogen, high levels of estrogen. And yes, you're in menopause. Your body is not producing the level of estrogen that you used to produce. But here's the caveat. If you're still eating the way you used to eat, if you're eating chicken on a regular basis, and that chicken has always been my meat of choice. Chicken, if you ever gone to, and I'll mention BJ's for example, BJ's or really any supermarket, and you see those roasted chickens that already are roasted, like they're already roasted, and they're huge. They're huge. And you're like, dang, this chicken is big. How did that chicken get to be so big? Because they injected it with a ton of hormones. Estrogen. So not only did they inject it with hormones, aka estrogen, the chicken already had its own hormones, because the chicken was a living, breathing creature. So it already had its own hormones. So they inject it with hormones to beef it up so that they can sell it, for more. And you ingest it, and now it keeps your estrogen levels high. So you now have, you are estrogen dominant. And I'm no medical professional. This is my spin on it, so I may have a couple words, misconstrued, but this is my understanding of what's happening, is that all of that estrogen that I'm taking in, not only from the food, and it's not just chicken, it's meat products in general, because meat is meat products in general. And another thing I love, eggs. I can eat eggs all day, every day. Well, eggs also have hormones in them. What else? So you got the eggs. Anyway, so the foods that we eat that contain hormones, you're taking that in, and that's additional hormones in your system. So that's why you can be in menopause and your hormonal levels have not decreased, but there's a balance that's supposed to happen. And when you're again, this is my take on it. When you are estrogen dominant, you're out of balance. You're out of whack. Your pH is off. Or that might be another issue, but also my pH was off. And the doctor told me that. Anyway, so those hormones have to be balanced. Now, doing my research, there's things that you can take to balance the hormones. I purchased an herb from a herbalist or a natural food store, and it was not cheap at all. I started taking it, and it started it made my stomach upset. I was nauseous. It made me nauseous, so I stopped that. Then I started looking into more natural ways to balance your hormones. And so I've been doing this, having a half of avocado every day for, I forgot my, doggone it. I forgot, I usually like to have my avocado with some seasoning, like some I have some, what is it? It is, yeah, it's avocado, seasoning, Mrs. Dash unsalted seasoning. Yeah, I like to put some of that on my avocado. And so yeah, so anyway, avocados are really to balance your hormones. So I try to have at least one avocado, half an avocado a day. Avocado does have fat. It's a natural fat. So I don't have a whole one, but I do have a half an avocado a day. And it helps to balance my hormones. The other thing that I started drinking just the other day, wrong box, is green tea. It's probably backwards, but green tea, decaffeinated, because I am not drinking any caffeinated drinks at this point. But green tea is excellent for, I don't know about balancing your hormones, but it's excellent for your body. Just, I don't know, everything with your body. You feel, I mean, I just started drinking green tea again just this week. Last few days, started having actually 2 cups, 1 cup in the morning and 1 cup in the afternoon, and I felt good, refreshed, and all of that. So I don't know, it's green tea or something else, because I have been eating cleaner. I brought my lunch today. I brought and I got these all from a place that makes fresh food. I mean, it's fresh. It's you know, it's all fresh. Sweet potatoes. I mean, they're cooked, but they're sweet potatoes. Cauliflower rice, and their cauliflower rice is very well cooked, meaning it's very well seasoned. It's you know, it's not just bland cauliflower rice. They have vegetables in there mixed in, you know, like peas and carrots and all mixed into the cauliflower rice, and it's just well seasoned, so it's very tasty. Onions, pepper, you know, all of that. So I have that, and then I also have mushroom. Yeah, this place where I just found recently, they make some really great options with food and natural, fresh food. Anyway, so I have all of that with me to take. And what else? So I'm just cleaning up my diet. I've been drinking pomegranate juice every morning and every evening. That's supposed to be good for any, God forbid, the C word, if that's anywhere in there. So I've been drinking that. I've just been drinking everything I can think of, eating and drinking everything I can think of that's healthy. Like I have my fruit, I have a banana, and I think some grapes. I don't know if these grapes are good. They may be bad at this point, but I got grapes. What else? I need some air. So we got grapes, and so I'm just doing everything. Oh, so yesterday I went in for a procedure, which I thought was pretty weird because they didn't give me any type of, you know, anything to kind of, I don't know, sedate me. This was a procedure. This was like a procedure. Basically, they were doing a biopsy from my cervix. Yeah. And it was a bit intense. And she wasn't able to get the sample because it was a lot of pain for me. They told me to take a couple painkillers, like a couple Tylenol or whatever. I mean, I took a couple Advil, and like that didn't help with the hurting of the procedure, the instrument. I mean, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was not your normal, like, it's nothing like it was nothing like a pap smear. It was beyond a pap smear. Okay? And it was a lot. So that was a fail. That was an epic fail. And I have to reschedule at some point with the head doctor in this practice. Yeah. So I did that. And then tomorrow I have an MRI to check things out from that angle. So this is all what I've been dealing with the last few weeks. The bleeding had stopped until yesterday's procedure brought it back on. You know, I mean, it had pretty much gone down to nothing. So, or the spotting rather. So we're getting through this, you know, one step at a time. So that's what's been happening. That's been what's been happening with me, and I will keep you posted on the whole journey. You know, just keep me in prayer. And that's what I can tell you. Have a good one.